What up? So check it out. Fitness is a bunch of fads. It's trends. Just like almost anything with human nature. You look at the hip-hop industry, I want to say maybe like 6 years ago, the trend, maybe even longer, 6 years ago. You look at all rappers, and they had on like oversized, colorful sweatpants and oversized jeans sagging down. They looked like parachute pants almost. And they had huge, tall tees on that went all the way down to their ankles. Right? Look at Soulja Boy when he first came out. I know he's a horrible rapper. But look at him when he first came out. And then now go look at his Instagram and look at his latest fashion. All those rappers that were wearing triple-sized clothing are now wearing super, super tight tees. They're wearing the wicked skinny, in my opinion, flamboyant pants. Usually leather pants now that are like basically leggings on men. Like, the fad has completely changed, and we don't even realize it. And that's with everything, and definitely in fitness. And most people don't even realize fitness is very, very, very fad/trend-oriented. Now, raise your hand if you've been lifting for more than 4 years. If you have not been lifting for more than 4 years, you may not even be aware of this. But if you have been lifting for more than 4 years, I myself have been lifting for about 8 now, you will remember that before 2010, the trend was to be fluffy, team fluff like me. The trend was to be big and bulky, and off-season was almost like a badge of honor. People would get soup to see how out of shape and how overweight they could get in the off-season. I remember that very, very clearly. Not everybody would get way out of shape, but to get fluffy was the goal. This was around when Ronnie Coleman was king, Jay Cutler was runner-up, and they, in their off-season, would become a bloated 320 pounds. I remember very clearly a photographer, when I was doing modeling at that point, talking to another competitive bodybuilder who was a friend of mine, saying, hey, you shouldn't do an off-season, stay lean, you can be marketable. And the kid was like, there's always got to be an off-season. And that kid now stays lean year-round. And I remember getting made fun of online, guys, for staying lean year-round. There was one point when I was 18, I stayed lean for a full year, and I got made fun of for it. People were like, dude, what are you doing staying lean? You're never going to make optimal gains. Allow yourself to get a little bit fluffy. They didn't say fluffy because I made that up. But you know what I'm saying. That was the trend back then. Before 6 years ago, before 2010. And then 2010 came around, right? Now, by then, Ronnie Coleman had already passed and retired. So the mass monster king was gone. And then Ziz was around and then passed away. I remember him talking about me in his Form Spring once, and that was in 2010. And that's when he really, really blew up. And of course, Ziz was all about shredded and aesthetics. And that was the birth of the aesthetic era. So since 2009/10, aesthetics has been the newest trend. Now, you will be made fun of if you are fluffy at any point in the year, and if you don't remain lean year-round, as I know. And granted, there's some health benefits to that. It's healthier to remain at a healthy body fat all year round as opposed to get heavy and then lose it. There's no benefit to adding fat. It doesn't help you gain muscle, really. So that's fine for health reasons. That's not a bad thing. However, the difference is people will now put you down and crucify you if you aren't shredded year-round, and people now base their value on their physique on how shredded and aesthetic someone is. And that's fine. That's just the trend. It's the aesthetics trend. So now 2014 is upon us, and shreddedness is still in. Shredded is still the trend. Jeff's side is keeping that alive. Obviously, men's physique came in and is keeping that alive. So I think it will continue to go on forever, and I don't think it'll ever completely die out, ever. But I'm sniffing and I'm smelling a new trend beginning. And I've noticed a slight, very, very slight decrease in the aesthetics obsession. Just a very, very slight decrease. Not really noticeable yet, but a little bit more openness to fluffy, a little bit less caring about aesthetics is starting to slowly creep upon us, and I've noticed it very subtly in the fitness industry lately. And the biggest thing I've seen picking up is strength. And I'm calling it right now. I may be dead wrong, but I'm predicting that the next trend we see the fitness industry fall onto is going to be strength. Now, strength obviously is another one that has been in all aspects. All trends have been in some way. But it's how much of the focus and how popular they are that makes them a trend. And I think strength is going to really be that. Now, Matt Ogus is a bodybuilder who's been incorporating aesthetics and strength in his game for a long time, so it's been there. There's always been the powerlifters on YouTube. There's been the strong guys, for sure. But you're seeing more and more and more people convert into powerlifting now. Look how many more channels are just powerlifting now. Brandon Campbell, strictly powerlifting. Chelsea Lips, strictly powerlifting. My channel's powerlifting now. I'm still bodybuilding, but it's powerlifting regimens now. Match Tuning is doing a lot more powerlifting work as opposed to bodybuilding, even though he stays shredded. Strength is really, really becoming the key here. Elliot Hulse in the Strength Camp is one of the biggest fitness channels out. I really think strength is going to be the next big focus we really see. And what does that mean as far as physique goes? I really can't tell you. I cannot predict what that'll mean as far as physique goes. I don't think it'll mean people will stop being shredded. I don't think it'll mean people will suddenly convert into being fluffy all of a sudden. But I think it will result in slightly less caring about the physique, which is really all vanity type stuff anyway. And not that that's worse than strength, because strength honestly is for ego too. Everything we do is pretty much ego based. So there's no judgment, there's no putting one thing down or another. It's all personal preference. Whatever gets you going in the gym, that's what you should be focusing on. But I think you're going to find with the strength obsession, people are going to be focused much more on the strength and just looking good in general. And the emphasis won't be so tightly hung up on how shredded you are. It'll be mostly stay lean, look good, but then be strong as you can possibly be. So that's my little take on the fitness industry. It is very fad-based, just like everything else in pop culture. And I believe that strength will be the new trend. And I'm calling this right now in 2014. We'll see if I'm correct. Till then, guys, check out my videos. I love you for the support. Peace. Buy a t-shirt, nwblifestyle.com in the info box below. Tank tops, t-shirts, hoodies, dog tags, you name it. Support and represent the lifestyle you live.